Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of RivenWorld, and I'm just going to go on to the US number one PvP number one server. This is where I've been making my home recently, is on this server. There are different servers that you can select from when you go to play this game. There are two US PvP servers. There's one US PvE server. And then there's European servers. There's two PvP servers and a European PvE server. And then we obviously got the testing server that we do for testing. So we're in the world right now. There's not much for me to do because when I've been playing on this server, I've been doing testing really. Because what they do is when they upload the build from the testing environment to live, they shut the testing server off and just have us continue our testing on this server. So why don't I go to settings and turn the sound back on. Let's see here, we'll just, I had turned it off, there we go. So you can easily turn on and off the sound if that's what you want. I had shut it off because when I'm testing, I tend to want to focus on testing and not listen to the music or the ambient noise. But it does have a good soundtrack. So this building that I have in front of me is a building I have built for testing purposes. I do not have any admin control. So everything you see here, I actually had to go and harvest the materials and build here. So the first thing I've got here are these iron doors. And then I use these iron blocks to line the walls, and then I put wooden blocks around it. This whole floor here is iron blocks. Go into these gates here. Then you come into another room that I can gate. In here I've got the stone floor and I've got the iron floor. I've got my well for drinking purposes. This crate here has meat in it that I've got some cooked meat. So I can bring the cooked meat into my inventory. And I can bring it into one of my quick bar slots, hit 4, then eat it. And I'm eating it. You see at the top I got a green bar, and then my hunger meter goes up. So I'm gonna need another one, and over by in the lower right hand corner you can see my hunger meter going up and my thirst going down. So the other thing you need to know about this game, when you eat any cooked meat in this game, you get your hit points back. So if you're damaged, you eat the cooked meat, and you cook the meat in a fireplace. So like this fireplace here. So if I went over to my crate and pulled down 14 raw boar meat, went over to my fire, it's already got fuel and it's got logs. So I turn the fire on. I go up here to cook meat, I go to maximum, I hit craft. It takes 120 seconds to cook one meat. And then it can just cook there. I can come back later to get it. But it allows me to return hit points. So now my thirst is down because I ate the meat. So I've got a bucket in my inventory here that I made. So I'll drag that down and I'll put the bucket in my hand and then I'll hit E at the well. And you see the bucket in my hotbar went blue? And then I can drink it by hitting E again. So then it went to like gray because I drank it, and then it went to blue because I dumped it. So now I've got full water and I've got full hunger. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go just do whatever I want to do. So I'm going to put my sword in my hand, and now it's in my hand. And right now I'm using the heavy steel plate shirt. I've got the heavy steel plate iron pants, and I've got the boots. Now, something that you need to know about the game is how they're doing the hit points damage is your armor takes the majority of the damage. And I'm just going to go up to the top of my tower here. So the armor takes the majority of the damage, and it takes it from its durability. It's a little dark here at the bottom of the tower. I guess I should put some lights at the bottom of my tower here. I gotta put stairs here. There we go. All right. So I'm at the top of my tower, overlooking the ocean. Now they do need to adjust the fall damage a little bit. See, I'm only going to take a little bit of damage by falling, but I wanted to just show you that if I bring that meat down and put it in my hand and eat it, look at my hit points. Watch them after I consume the food. See, my hit points went back. So that's how you get your hit points back in this game, is the food. All right, so let's just go do a little bit of walking around. Gonna close that door. I think this lamp, it does have, while I'm on, I'll turn that lamp on. It's got oil in it. So I got that lamp turned on. All right, so then I built this over here. This, oh, it looks like they got the bores out, but it looks like the respawn, the oil node respawn has been having some difficulty. They're looking into that. So I'm the only one on the server right now, and I don't imagine somebody in the last 20 minutes had gone through here and got the oil nodes. But this is where the oil nodes usually spawn, and they are figuring out why they're not spawning. So that's going to get fixed soon. I built all of what you see here. It's kind of like a public location. Now we did see a boar, so let's just attack the boar here. You know, and I've got one of the best weapons in the game. Okay, so I've killed it, and it's on the ground in front of me. We just can't see it. And then I attack it some more, and it's supposed to be giving me raw meat, which it did give me, but it didn't give me any. Yeah, something's going on with the spawn system tonight, because usually you see the boar here, and maybe it's just a glitch with the terrain. Let's do another one. I can so we'll just attack this boar here, and now it's going to die. And normally, yeah, see, normally that's what it looks like. Okay, so it's just it might be something to do with that area, and that's why the oil nodes haven't spawned. But now it's on the ground here. So now I attack it, and then I get the hide and the meat from it. It's just that this one I killed here might be part of the collision glitch that's happening with these oil nodes. But I will talk to the developer shortly, and you'll see that I haven't taken really much hit point damage from these things, right? Well, it's because it's coming off my armor first. It's taking it from the durability of my armor. And as the armor goes down in durability, I will take more damage from the monsters. And now it's down, see? And then you got a body, then you chop at it, you get your raw meat, and you get your boar hide. So now if I look at my inventory, I got 6 boar hide and I got 20 meat from those 2 encounters, or 3 encounters really. All right, so let's just go up here. And granted, I'm wearing the best stuff in the game. So that's why I'm making this look easy. But let's just go this way in the world. We got somebody here that started this. I can't do any damage to their stuff because they got a claim down and they're not online. So they're protected from me destroying their stuff. Well, they're not online. All right. So let's just run around a little bit. So really the only thing I know about right now are the oil spawn nodes giving the system a little problem. I think that's going to get resolved tonight. I think it just happens to deal with that area there around that little pond or that swamp. All right, so we got a bear up here. Let's see what we can do against this bear. All right, ooh. Okay, I took some hit point damage there. And I can block if I want. See, I'm blocking. And the system will tell me if I'm successfully at a block or it's not a success. I see it tells me I blocked it. And the more you get your blocking skill up, the less damage you'll take. See, right now I'm still taking damage when I'm blocking. You see the hit points? I'm taking damage while blocking. If you get your block skill up, we'll look at that in a second. So I'm just gonna kill this thing. And now I can skin it and get the meat from it. All right. Okay, so I did that. So now I've now got the bear hide and I've got the bear meat. And if I go to my skills, you'll look that my blocking level is only 1. Because I haven't done a lot of blocking in this game. So as I get this skill up better, I will be able to block more often. I have a higher rate to block, and I'll be able to absorb more damage in the block. So as you can see, I took a lot of damage while I was blocking. So as you get your blocking up, skill level up, you'll take less and less damage. You'll frequently block more and more. Now let's look at my gear. So you see my gear continuously is taking damage, degrade damage, because that's taking the bulk of the damage. And there's splash over damage that I take, and that splash over damage gets more aggressive as my gear lowers in durability. Oh, there's a rabbit right there. All right, I got it. There it is. So right now I'm skinning it. All right. So from that, I ended up getting hair hide, which is 4 hair hide from that. This is the kingdom right now. I actually am the king of this kingdom. And I took it just so that we would test to make sure the mechanics were working, but nobody's taken it back from me since, oh, okay, so we've got somebody built these blocks here, and they're not protected, so I can destroy them. Now, granted, I don't get anything from destroying anything in this game, but I do get durability loss on my item. But that's the thing is, I go around and clean the server up every once in a while when I see stuff. All right, well, here's a deer. Let's just attack the deer. Deer's dead. And now I'm skinning it and getting meat from it. So now I've got 3 deer hide and meat. Oh, there goes another rabbit. So right now there's a balancing thing going on with the animal drops. And again, that's going to be something that's going to be addressed shortly for balancing. These returns are a little bit too much. So I think this is 4 times more than I should have been getting. So they're going to be working on the balancing. So right now, when you kill an animal in the game, it's Christmas Day. I mean, you get a lot of returns. Okay, so it's dead. So now I'm getting deer meat, I'm getting deer hide. And again, when I was saying that any cooked meat gives you your hit points back, that's like a potion basically. That's like a healing potion. So I can just go to the fire pit and now cook up all this meat, and then I just put it in my inventory and I can heal. Right now I've got damage. So if I go to fork, I got cooked meat in the 4 tab and hit E and eat it now. Oh, yeah, I'm eating. Whoop, I canceled the eating while I jumped. I'm eating right now. And I just got a quarter of my hit points back by eating that 1 meat. So that's working well. It's just a balancing of the animal returns. You know, what they are supposed to be getting. Right now it's too generous. It's too much. The return is too high. And I'm making the animals look easy because again, I've got the best gear and best sword in the game. So that's why I'm kind of just raking through the deer. But if you balanced it for somebody who's just starting out on the server, it's balanced right. So there's deer everywhere. There's opportunities to hunt deer. You can get the fiber that's on the ground because this fiber is needed for all sorts of things in the game. Fiber is a full game resource, meaning that you'll be using it for the full game all the way to the end game because you need it to make weapons, you need it to make armor. Now we're going up to the monastery, which is at the top of this hill, and I don't think anybody's taken that. I knew there was going to be a bear up here, so I'm gonna do another bear battle. Yeah, these bears hit like a truck. I mean, when they do hit you, I mean, he's hitting me really good. Oh, I'm on top of him. Oh, and I got him. And now I'll get the hide by attacking him while he's on the ground. I get the hide and the meat from him. Yeah, there we go. Now, for you to get the hide and the meat, you need a sharp object in your hand, and that's the sword. So you have to have a sword in your hand, basically. If you want to get hide from any animal in this game, you've got to use a sword, because you have to have the sword to get the hide. It's considered a sharp object, so nobody's moved into the monastery. We're just doing a roundabout here. Here's another bear. We're going to be going down here to my other house that I built. Some more deer there. And as you can see, it takes energy to sprint, and I've been using up all my energy, and then I slow down. To get my energy back, I actually have to stop moving. And you'll see I'm starting to get it back, and then I'll just eat it up by sprinting again. All right. So let's go in this direction. Again, the system, the RivenWorld server world, we've been balancing it off and on. We have to. There's always some sort of tweak you got to make. Like right now, listen to that water. That water is a little loud, and that's why I'm talking about a little bit of tweaks. The audio on that water is crazy loud. But right now, the admins are rebuilding the world. So we're going to be getting a fresh new world, a fresh new startup world, and these things will be ironed out in that world. It's going to be an entirely different map with all sorts of added features. So right now, they're not going on this map and cleaning up the ambient noise stuff, only because they're going to be resolving that when the new map comes out, which is in a couple weeks. Now, this is one of the admin's houses. If you watched any of the live streams, and I can't do any damage to his house because he's not online, but if you watch any of the admin streams, this is the house that the admins have put together. And then I've got another person over here that started a project. I'm not really sure if they claim the land or not. Let me see here. Yeah, it looks like they claim. Oh, yeah, there's the claim marker right there. Now, I don't think these benches are in it. These benches right here? No. These benches are not within that claim. So I can damage them because they're not. And I do this to help clean up the server. Now, the server has a, is there a boar? There's a boar in there. There's a boar that's attacking me from underneath the bench. Or he's caught in the bench. There we go. So there was a boar that was actually in that bench. And I was actually attacking that boar. It was in the bench. So I was attacking it before I got to the benches. And I do that to clean up the server. Now, the server itself has a cleanup feature, but it's not very aggressive right now. That needs some balancing. So right now, those benches could have been on the server for a month before the system would decide to eat them up. I go around and do it, and I can't do damage to this person's stuff here because this is claimed. They put a claim marker down, which is right here. So I can't do anything to harm this. If the person was online, I would be able to harm it because the protection of your property gets released once you become online. And I believe that protection, like say you log out, that protection only kicks in 10 minutes after you log out. So when you're logged in, that's when people can actually attack your stuff and do damage to your stuff if it's on claim land. If it's not on claim land, then you can always do damage to it. Like I took out those two benches. See my thirst meter. Look at my thirst meter. I've only ran around the map, what, going on maybe 10 minutes now? My thirst meter is already, 1/4 the way down. It's a quarter of the way down. I'm just going to go up to my house. I got a house that I built up here. This was the first house I built. Again, when we do the testing on the testing server, and then we feel that it's balanced or it's going well, we move it to the live server, which is this server we chose. And this is what so the testing doesn't stop. The testing doesn't stop when the test server goes down. I come onto this server and continue testing. So I built this house here. So I built this one. The door is open, so anyone can come in here. And if they wanted, they could destroy this claim and they could take the building over if they wanted to. They could just take it. And I don't really come back to this building all that much. It's just here in the world. I built it as part of the help balance resources versus what you can build and how fast you can build in this game. So that building went up quick. And then what we decided, or I had recommended, that it was too quick. I had put that building up too quick and it needed to be balanced. We needed to nerf a little bit of the returns when it came to the trees. So this is where the castle is. Now I built this castle again with everything that I've built on this server, I use no admin controls. I built it with what the system gave me. And I built this during the window when the trees were just giving too much returns. So I built this entire castle in like an hour and a half. And I've got the gate open. So anybody can come in here and take this. I left the gate open. So anybody can come up here and take it from me. I was like, well, let somebody have it. Let somebody have this building. Let them come in and take the building, and then they can be king. And that's why I left the gate open. And then once they become king, they can put their own markers down, their own claim markers down, and take possession of the building. Actually, it looks like somebody must have at one point, because there's a claim node that's gone there. So it looks like somebody had done it. How is that even? Oh no, only the king can manage the kingdom. So somebody did come in here and take it from me. Let's take a look. Let's go to kingdom. The kingdom ruled by it's the admin, the server admin. So he came in and he took the throne from me. He didn't change the name. He now owns the throne, and he brought up the tax rate. So one of the developers came in and took this over. But again, he left the door open so that anybody could come in and take it. And I don't mind someone coming in and taking it, and they can do what they want with it. I have no problem with that. Again, all of this is going to be gone in a couple weeks when they introduce the entire new map system, when they introduce a brand new fresh world and basically start it over. That's the thing, is the system's going to be a fresh start when it comes to that new map system. So everything you see here will be lost. But I think we've gotten to a point where we're balancing things so appropriately. I'm going to jump off here and see if I survive. Boom. Yeah, 1/4 damage. So I'm just going to go down this hill here. These are iron nodes. And when going down this hill, we're just going to check out the town that's down here. And then we're just going to button up the video. And I'm going to see if I cannot die coming down this hill. So I didn't take any damage from that fall. I won't take damage. I don't think I'll take any damage. Oh, I took a little damage there. All right. There we go. Oh, it looks like we had somebody down here that was, and it's again on unclaimed land, and Tarkus is going to clean it up. Oh, it had stuff in it. So see the bags? Whoop, I'm attacking the bags. See, it's allowing me to attack the bags. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that, because what it is the hitbox. There's a hitbox for the bags, and you can't destroy the bags. Oh, there goes my weapon. I used up all my weapon. I'm gonna just use an axe here. So once you destroy them, if they have anything in them, they drop as a bag. But yeah, right now it looks like you can attack a bag, but the bag can't be destroyed. And it doesn't look like it's taking durability off my weapon from doing it. So, all right. So let's look inside what was in that bench. Okay. Let's go to view. What's going on? Oh, that's weird. I'm trying to, maybe I'll have to put something else in my hand. Okay, so I'm going to say view contents E. There it is. So the bench had a stone pickaxe in it. That's what it had in it. And it dropped it because I destroyed the bench. And this is the town, guys. This is one of the towns in RivenWorld. There's NPCs here you can dialogue with. You can also build in this town too. All right, well, that's really it for tonight, folks. I just wanted to show you a little bit of RivenWorld. There's going to be a new map coming out shortly. I think that's going to be best time for you to get involved in this game when everything's balanced out. There's just a few other things that need to be balanced, but everything else is looking really good with this game. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.